Well, hello. Uh, where to begin?
Well, we're going to begin on Friday.
Okay, that's where we're going to begin. Uh, well, in this video, you will not see anything about Friday. Uh, so about 6 o'clock on Friday, uh, you know, after I got off work and got here, Kyle had the car kind of tore apart, getting it cleaned up from the mayhem that had happened a couple weeks ago, plus with the motor issues. Um, I just happily strolled in and
Bam!
yeah, he said, there's a little bit of stuff going on with I 75. Uh, basically, someone apparently on the interweb decided to call out Open Wheels for not showing up. But all they did was give everybody a 1 o'clock notice on Friday that they had them on the schedule. So we thrashed together, got the car ready, got it in the trailer, and got to the I 75 about 7:30. Yeah, about
Yeah,
seven
about
thirty.
7:30.
About 7:30.
Just in time
Yeah.
to get the car out and get to hot laps.
Yep. Did that, and I mean, we was thrashing, like running around, jumping, boot scooting, boogieing. Uh, but
Yep.
got the car out, got it ready enough that we thought was good to hot lap on. Hot lap second. Uh,
Wrong gear.
Absolutely wrong gear. About 80 foot before the corner, 60, 80 foot before the corner, it was hitting the chip. Kyle had to let off so much. Didn't get the car to sit up in the corner right because of it. Still got second and was only 2 tenths off of the first place guy for hot laps. I mean, all things considering.
Proud of that.
Yep, absolutely. And what do you know? We actually got to qualify. You know, we haven't been able to qualify in I don't know how long.
Qualified on the pole.
Yep, got to qualified on the pole as Mr. Kyle Willman, aka the team owner.
Anyway, so me and Old Cheddar, that's the car's name.
If
So
you don't know, you do know.
qualified on the pole. Didn't change anything because the car felt good, but still we had the wrong gear. Wasn't planning on going back to I-75 this year, so I didn't buy the gear that I needed. Went over there anyway. So there was a huge spill around the bottom of the racetrack from a Sportsman wreck, and it was about 2 feet off the bottom. I wish I would have had my GoPros. We don't have any footage except for what my mom filmed for me because we wasn't planning on going. Sasha was doing some things with her papa, and luckily mom and dad came and videoed that, but it's kind of far away the way the track's set up. So I'll put Friday at the very end of this video. So if you want to watch that, it's a show because I set it up in the corner and spun out on the first lap. Well, instead of sitting there and letting them restart, I just continued my donut and kept going. Ran up to third. I think there were 7 or 8 of us. Ran up to third, hit the spot again, and spun out. I sat there that time, so I figured that's the only way for me to get back towards the front was to take advantage of a restart. So put me in the back. I made my way up to 4th within a few laps. 3rd place guy was getting me real hard down the straightaways, but last lap he fumbled coming out of 3 into 4. I went under him and finished.
No, that was second place guy.
What'd I say?
You said that you was catching the third.
Oh, well, I was 3rd place trying to catch the 2nd place guy, and I got under him on the back stretch, and he just gave it a little too much, and it shoved up the track. So I got to get under him, finished 2nd. Car tried to get hot on us. We loaded it up, brought it home. Saturday morning, we cleaned the car back up, checked it over, put a water restrictor in it to try to slow the coolant down. Thought we had it straightened out. So we get into Saturday at the racetrack. We show up.
At Mountain View.
Yeah, we don't film an introductory thing. So this is kind of our introductory for Saturday.
Guys, we were just absolutely slammed trying to get everything going, getting ready to go, and just didn't have time. And we apologize.
Yeah. So we're on our way to the track, and we get to the Mountain View. So we'll catch you in a minute.
Hey guys, we're here at Mountain View Speedway in Springfield, Tennessee. Again, this is the Lucky Sevens points race. This is a 6 out of 7 for the year. They are doing haul up qualifying tonight. It's a little tacky. Wait, you'll have to excuse my video might be a little shaky tonight. The track is really, really muddy and they are slinging chunks everywhere. Already been hit in the face a couple of times. So anyway, they're gonna haul up qualifying. Here comes Kyle in just a second. Trying to get that out and get it changed, and we're going to do intermission and fan appreciation here in just a little bit. They're going to let all the cars go out on the track and have fans out on the track and give out cards and candy. It's a great night here at Mountain View to do those kind of things. We really appreciate the track for doing those things for our fans and getting to come out and meet everybody and see everybody, and it's really great. Anyway, we will catch you guys for the feature.
this is just going to be thrown in the middle of everything you've already watched. But I try my hardest to drive as clean as I can. I've not fussed all year about people getting into me. Most of them's been accidents. But last night, you've probably seen it in the video, or you will see it in the video. I was absolutely ran over twice, like both times trying to cut my tire down. And I mean, it's plain as day. You go in a corner and not turn and hit somebody in their wheel. I mean, it's pretty obvious. He's done it to me earlier this year. Like I said, I've tried not to whine and fuss about it because racing's racing, but it can only go so far. But I'll show you what he done. But I mean, all I'm going to say on it is if you're getting outran and the only way you can get past somebody is try to wreck them twice, that really tells me what kind of person they are. And the satisfaction I got out of that was even them not being able to get past me and trying to wreck me, I still drug them like straightaways at a time. And it's disheartening that somebody can't just, take where they're at for the night. There's been plenty of times that I've had horrible nights, and it's nobody's fault but my own. And if you don't own up to it, then I don't have no use for you. Like I said, I've tried not to fuss about it. I've tried not to whine, but this is ridiculous. So this quarter was folded up in here, and thank goodness it's plastic, but it's ruined. He hooked me really hard. Oops, sorry. There we go. Hooked me really hard, broke my bracing, which let my quarter nearly come off. Then when that didn't work, or is the other way, tried to hit me in this wheel. And thank goodness what he hit was a bar. There's a bar right there. But I mean, you can see that's twice in the wheel. It's dirty. I don't agree with that. I'm not a fan of it. These cars cost too much. Accidents happen, but that wasn't an accident. So, you can form an opinion on what you think, but it's pretty obvious. The guy's been driving a very long time. I'm not going to mention any names, but you can see which car it is. It's just real frustrating. So we're going to get this cleaned up. We're going to fix all this. I think my push rods are a little too short with these new heads, so I got to measure for some push rods and hopefully get them in this week, so we may or may not race. But back to the video. I know we look like we're wearing the same stuff, but
We're just like that.
that's
That's how we are.
It was clean.
Yeah.
But after the race, we don't do an outro, as you can see. So this is our outro for Saturday.
Welcome to the outro. Sam.
It was a great night, really. I mean, other than some
Unnecessarily rough driving.
unnecessary stuff.
But oh well, it happens. It's racing. One of them deals, if you can't pass them, you beat on them. Sometimes you just.
Anyway, you don't know about it, but I done covered that. You'll see it.
I wasn't.
Showed up, signed in, got the gear swapped, went out and looked at the track. It's super wet, going to be super heavy. Kind of made a couple little changes for that, swapped some tires around. Went out and hot lap qualified. We were 4th. Motor tried to get a little warm just in them few laps, but it was literally wide open. I tried to do a little with timing because I thought that was going to be some of our issue with the heads I had to swap to. but I actually think I'm leaning the motor out, and that's where the heat's coming from. It's a little rich idling. It's a little lean, I believe, down the racetrack. So I think my push rods are a little short. Like, it's just a combination of all kinds of stuff I'm going to try to fix. I'm going to try to get it apart tomorrow night, get what I need ordered, go from there. Hopefully race this coming weekend. If we don't, we don't. I'm screwed on points. We figured everything up last night. Hold on just a second.
Oh, well.
Okay, anyway. Track was super wet. Let's see, no, done talked about that. So, motor got hot. Motor was getting hot and hot laps. Figured those issues out, I believe. I'm gonna try to fix all that. Tomorrow I'm gonna get the parts ordered, and like I said, maybe race this weekend. Our points, that's what I was talking about. We figured out points. I missed one night because of not getting parts in time. That basically sealed the deal. Another points race I pulled off early because I was getting the crap beat out of me. Like, brand new car, hadn't had a handful of laps on it. And I literally had every wheel hit on the thing in the back bumper. And I just pulled off. Like, it was not worth it to me. So I inadvertently just sealed my fate when it come to the Lucky 7 points thing and didn't realize it. But I wasn't gonna sacrifice a car for rough driving, just like you've already seen the whole rough driving over this points race. That guy wasn't even in the points chase, so to speak. And I probably should have pulled off, but even if I race next weekend, we're probably 5th. So if parts can't get here, I'm not paying overnight shipping and all that stuff like I did before. It's just too much money. So we'll see how that goes. But past that, we had Fan Appreciation Day night. Got to meet everybody. Like, that's one of my absolute most favorite things about Mountain View is pulling out on the track and letting everybody come down. There were a couple people that were in tier parking and other spots that aren't able to make it down on the racetrack. So me and a couple of drivers went and met them and, you know, gave them the experience they weren't able to get, that other people weren't able to get. That was cool. It was kind of a more personal setting, you could say, instead of 1,000 people running around. But got to meet a lot of kids that see no YouTube star here. Like, they didn't even want to talk to me, which is cool. I'm just a dude in a helmet, but they want to talk to the YouTube man, so that was cool. They wanted his autograph, like that. I mean, that was cool in itself. But we got to hand out a lot of candy. Let's see, 12 pounds to be exact, 12 pounds of candy. A bunch of hero cards. I got to sign a bunch of shirts. I got to sign somebody's forehead. I mean, it was my daughter's forehead, but got to sign her forehead.
Don't forget an arm.
Got to sign an arm. Like, we just had a really good time. Enjoyed it. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. Nobody seemed to complain. Everybody had a great time. All the drivers had stuff from balloons to candy, coloring books, puzzles, stickers, hero cards. I mean, like, anything and everything. And it was a blast. So we got that done. We were second feature behind the juniors. Juniors went out. They had a good race, a caution or two, but it wasn't anything real major. They done a good job. We went out, had a caution, 2 cautions.
2 cautions, I believe. Yep.
Anyway, it's in the video. Had a couple of cautions. It was like literally wide open. I probably let off the gas 10 times the whole race and pushed that little motor twice as hard as I pushed it at I-75 last night. It didn't like it. I didn't fix that issue that I thought I straightened out. So It's just something about these heads building heat. It might be exhaust port size difference. I mean, I'm gonna try to figure it out. But awesome race. Really showed who had motors. I turned the fastest lap of the night, which was my fastest lap ever at Mountain View. If you watch the video, you can see the lap. Like, super proud of that. 4th place, I'm fine with that. The car, that's my first time out of the top 3 in 5 or 6 races. So I got outgunned on that one. I mean, Billy, anytime it's like that, anybody else can forget it. He's out. He always checks out. You can just sit back and watch it, because he could have fumbled 12 times in one lap and I never would have caught the man. But we got to get a little more power. Hopefully over the winter time I can find what I'm missing. But love the car. You know, had a rough season. We got 3 races left technically. Like I said, don't know if I'm going to race this coming weekend. It depends on parts. The following weekend, they're off.
Yep.
Mountain View's off. May go to I-75. Don't know about that one.
If they run.
Yeah, if they run. If they run us, we'll see. You know, I don't know how the decisions are made or who makes them, but if they give us the opportunity to race, I'm going to try my best to go over there. Basically every other track's closed that runs us, so you know, we'll see. Just
I feel like I'm watching.
anyway, that's all we got. It was a crazy weekend, fast weekend, good weekend, other than, you know, a little mess here and there, but super proud of it. Had a great time. We hadn't raced 2 nights in a row like that at different tracks yet, because every time we planned that this year, one or the other track closed or didn't run us. So out of 3 tries, that's the first one we succeeded at. So
And it showed well.
yeah,
I mean, we
super happy with it.
had fun, placed good, learned on the car as we do every weekend. Good old weekend.
Anyway, I gotta go work. It's late at night, but you know, it is what it is. What are you laughing at? What?
You said you gotta work.
I gotta go work. I do. I gotta go to work. I gotta go to Walmart. Unlock the car. I don't know what he's laughing at.
Work.
He's going to get deodorant, ladies.
That is correct. Gotta smell squeaky clean, you know what I'm saying?
Anyway, y'all have a good week.
Absolutely.
It's Sunday night. You probably won't see this till Tuesday. I got a lot of editing to do. But I actually had some in-car camera stuff for. Speaking of editing, phone died. Wasn't a GoPro this time, but since I can add this, the new GoPro will be here tomorrow. So maybe that piece of junk won't keep shutting off. I don't have to use my phone.
All right. Anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. So I'd like to just say thank you to everybody who came up to us at the track.
Did we already say this?
But this is the part that you didn't get. I'm about positive. I don't remember.
I don't know. Anyway. Go ahead.
Yeah, take 2. Anyways, guys, so we appreciate y'all for watching. Want to thank everybody that came to us in the fan appreciation and told us, you know, how much they like watching our videos and the things that they love about what Kyle does on the racetrack, that they're rooting for him. I mean, even this week, Kyle's had a couple people tell him that he didn't even know, told him that they watch him and root for him week in and week out, you know, and it's just amazing. But
Big support system that we didn't know we had.
exactly, and this is the type of thing, this fan appreciation stuff allows us to know that when they come up to us and tell us these things, you know. And if you guys see us out and about at the track or anywhere, say hi. Tell us how you like us or don't, and just
Yeah, swing over to the trailer.
Yeah.
As long as one of us sitting under the car or, you know, trying to get ready between hot laps and racing and all that, we'll have a couple of shirts we may give out, hero cards, stickers. Don't know what we'll have on hand each weekend, but we usually have something that we'll give.
Mhm.
Just to say thank you guys for spending your money to come see us.
exactly.
And you know that's the only way we know to thank y'all. So don't be scared to, if you see one of us walking through the pits, we're probably going to do something, but as long as we've got a minute, we'll be more than happy to say hi.
Yep.
And you want to sit in the car, if your kids want to come by, like I said, as long as we're not in the middle of anything, they're welcome to come sit in the car, because I didn't get a chance to do that stuff when I was little, because of course it makes me sound old, but things were different. Now, I don't know, I don't think I've had but one or two people sit in the new car.
Yeah.
I've probably had 100 kids sit in the old car. So, I mean, we're all for that. It may change the way a kid may feel about the races. They may be a little on the fence about the noise and things that go on, and then sit in the car and they're hooked for life. So we're always, always willing to take whatever time we can, and we'll never say no. What?
Just you didn't get to sit in cars growing up?
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I would love to be able to sit in 55 Bel Air, man. Jesus. Oh.
I'm just gonna skip over that.
Anyways, guys, thank you for your continued support. And what?
I'll remember that.
Yeah, no, you won't. Don't link it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We greatly appreciate you. We want to give a very, very big shout out and thank you to all of our sponsors. Right before this video, there was a video that Kyle and Sasha had done with Chris at the machine shop that does our motors and stuff. Go and watch it. It gives an overview of Chris and his shop and what he does and just everything about him. It's a really good video. That's something that just allows y'all to look into our lives of who we get to deal with and who we got on our team. You know,
And who we have a relationship with.
Yeah.
We'll try some of the people that sponsor us, we can't do that type of video with, but we'll try to do a slideshow, get on their websites and scroll through some things for, like little highlights for you to check it out in case you hadn't already went and checked their pages and stuff out. But they're a super big help. Seriously couldn't get through the year without them.
and like we've said in just about every video, this year has been a year
Yeah.
of ups and downs, a lot of downs, but a lot of ups that have put us where we are now.
To show that those downs were, not really anything that was in our control. It was parts or weather had weeks and weeks of canceling everything. And, we tried to make the best of that by doing other things, but, our sponsors still stuck with us. Some of the people that are I call them silent sponsors. I mean, just buddies of ours that give parts, give money, just to help us, just because they want to help us. No other reason. Don't ask for anything in return, and we appreciate those people very, very much.
Absolutely.
So,
And 3 years, guys. Just about 3 years.
almost 3 years.
We've been doing this racing deal, and never once have we been let down by the first person in this whole deal. And again, I couldn't be more thankful, as a friend, of cows and stuff, and it's great for me to be able to see that of the great support system that he has from everybody with what he is trying to build here, and it's awesome, you know, to see that.
And if we have a sponsor drop out for whatever reason, somebody was always eager to jump right back in that place, and we've never dropped a sponsor or two or whatever and never had a bad relationship. It was always just like, hey man, we got this going on, you know, we might catch you next year. It's like, oh, well, thanks for what you've done this year. You know, we've never had any hard feelings or issues with sponsor stuff. I mean, you try not to mix business and friends. It usually doesn't work. But most of the people that sponsor me are really good. They were really good friends or family to start with. And we've had a couple along the way that have turned into really good friends. And like, I couldn't ask for anything better.
This has been a great part of my life to be able to see all of these great people that I never have met in my life become some of the greatest people and friends that I have. It's awesome.
Yeah, and if we would have never started this, we never would have met them.
Nope. Never would have started this. I wouldn't have my job. Like legit. Because I mean that's where I got it when we first started this. He went to shop at PPM. And I went with him, and you know, just the guys up there were very great. And 2 weeks later, after we went up there, I followed them on Facebook, and literally 2 days after that, they posted a job opening.
Yeah, and it was just like everybody that walks in there now. Like, we walked in there, never been there before in our lives, because it was all new to us. Mm-hmm. Like, they talked to us like we had been there 700 times, you know. And the way I walked in there the first time, other than getting picked on a little, it's still the same thing. Nothing's changed, you know, and that's kind of what drew me towards PPM as far as, you know, kind of pushing Hunter to work there. And it wasn't for a personal gain thing. It was
just good environment.
Yeah, a really good environment,
and best life decision I've ever made.
And I've developed a good relationship with them. And you know, I'm not sponsored by PPM whatsoever, but anytime anybody treats me like a person and not like an idiot or somebody they're just buttering up to get money from, I'm there forever. Like, I'll stay buying my shocks there and any other part that I can get there till I quit.
That's what this is all about, guys. You know, I mean, just touching on it. You know, I know there's a little offsetting was closing up the video there, but
yeah, but
you know, it just pushes on them things. We're coming to the end of the year. We're kind of just wanting to do a little recap here and there of the year, and this is part of it, you know. But nonetheless, I'm very grateful for y'all and all of our sponsors. Thank you all, every single person that has a hand in on this with us, watching videos, sponsors. Come by and helps us on the car, maybe. I appreciate every bit of it. Y'all just don't know how much, but I hope y'all have a great week. We will post this video, I think he said about Tuesday. He's got to do a little editing.
And at the end of this will be the 75 footage.
Yep. So if you want to see that awesome race fest, stay tuned. But nonetheless, guys, have a good week. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out, Penguins. Yeah.